Hello out there. How y'all doing?
Cold.
For a whole bunch of y'all out there, I seen some snow chat in the chat, and not the Don Jr. kind of snow, like the snow. So hopefully y'all all right out there. No, if all else fails, at least hope the power stays on. If nothing else, you can always retreat indoors.
Minus
Minus
minus 8.
Yeah, no, ma'am. I did that one time, and because mind you, I grew up in Oklahoma. It gets extreme on both ends. It'll be 120, or it'll be -10. So I grew up with that type of thing, but by the time I hit Pittsburgh, I had not been in the cold, in the snow for 17 years, literally 17 years, because I'd lived in Mississippi and Florida, which are swamps. And so I moved to Pittsburgh. It snowed, and I was so happy about it, and I liked the snow, and so the snow was fine. But one day, it was -4, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to the store because -4 is cold, but it's -4. What to do? I got to go.
But that's frostbite weather.
Yeah, I ain't been there in a while though. So I thought it was just cold. So I put the jacket on. I'm going to the store, and then I'm noticing that because I didn't have a mask on, I'm noticing that the hairs in my nose feel like webs, like I'm trying to breathe through a web. And it's like because they all froze. And I get there and I'm like, you know what? I think you just almost died. So you probably should.
Probably not do that again.
But lessons learned. Lessons learned. So there's that. So but right now I'm in a place and it's 50 whole degrees and it was rainy. It has not rained in a week and a half here, so we're in good shape.
We have that other atmospheric river
Coming through.
I think.
It'll come up here then.
Yeah. I don't know about down here, but I saw it on the Doppler.
You're talking about how sharp you look, Johnny.
Oh, I'm cute sometimes.
We're talking about that before going live. He looks sharp.
I said because I was in the closet looking for some notes that I have for a class, and I was pulling stuff, moving stuff out of the way, and I moved this out of the way and realized it had all the tags on it. I've never worn it ever. I bought it almost 2 years ago, mind you. I was in Oregon at the time, so I don't go nowhere if that tells you. If that tells you anything. I ain't been to church in 20 years, so there's that. But I said, well, let's wear it today. Thank you, Courtney.
Lucy's staying over here by me because Bella's on the sofa wet. I have my faucets dripping so the pipes don't freeze, and Bella gets in the bathroom sink and just lets it drip on her and gets all wet and then gets on the sofa, and Lucy's like, "You're wet. Get away from me." I don't like that water.
They're so strange.
Different.
Because if you try to bathe them, then they claw you to death and scream blood murder. It's like
climb the walls.
Lord have mercy. Hey, so what's going on, y'all? Anything?
If you'd like a reading with Jen Lynn Tarot, JenLynnTarot.com, 2 N's in Jen, 2 N's in Lynn. Make sure after you book a reading, if you don't see a confirmation email, check your spam folder because my website sends out automatic emails. And if you'd like to buy a gift card for someone for the holidays, there's several options for gift cards. One of them's a holiday gift card with a cat on it, of course. If you're not a cat lover, too bad. Buy a generic gift card. I've got openings in January and going live Christmas Day with Lori from The Way of Positive Change. And Johnny, if you're around, anybody wants to go live.
What time you're going live?
Sometime after 3 Central Time, so somewhere between 3 and 5.
I live in Washington. That's why I live. Becca, you got anything?
No. If you hear Braxton going crazy, I'll mute myself though. But She's been a little monster today.
Watching people on the street and barking at
Yeah,
them.
she's barking,
Mhm.
and she barks like loud.
Yes.
It's like a deep, like the pits of hell opened, and you know, it's like the hellhound has come out to get you. You know, to
She's
strip
need
the
you to
flesh
know,
off your
hey,
bones.
walk past my house, keep it down and stay off my grass. Thank you.
Like,
Danny, you've got new classes starting in January. I had a client yesterday that said she's going to take it.
I am. If you need to reserve a spot for the beginners class, it starts January the 4th, 2 p.m. Pacific. And it is recorded on Zoom. If you want to reserve a spot, then send me an email at tarosapprentice@gmail.com. I'm not taking payments yet. I will send you an email this week letting you know when you can pay for it and all that kind of stuff. Because I need to know that for sure that class is going to take place on that day. That's why I don't take payments early, so I don't have to refund a bunch of people just in case life happens. But we're good to go, I believe. So I'll send everybody an email who has reserved a spot. And if you can't make it, then don't worry about it. You don't have to email me back or nothing. We will have more classes throughout the year, so no harm done. So let's get started. I seen the other day a bunch of reports about how we're going to start on the little petty side of the street. Okay.
I'm on that side of the street.
I seen a report how Donald Trump, his work days, if he has those, are getting shorter and shorter. He's taking more naps in the middle of press conferences.
Live on air.
Apparently, he froze on Fox News the other day, like he pulled the Mitch McConnell.
shut the front door. He
That's
did.
what I heard.
I missed that.
That's
I
what
missed
I heard.
He
I haven't, by the way, I haven't had TV in a week. My TV went out.
Oh yeah.
He had a glitch, like the spinning wheel was spinning, like loading.
Yeah. It's right there, a little spinny wheel. It was just going and going. That's what I heard. It was a couple headlines about how because they're getting concerned now because he had a freezing moment. And so what I want to know, because he was angry at Jim Acosta because Jim Acosta said everything that we've been saying. And so I want to just we've looked at it before. He's buffering. So I just want to look at it right now. Is he going to make it until the end of his 4 years? Is he going to make it?
I'm going to put this one out because when we did eating chips and talking, I got Ryder and Whip and Ryder 11-1. So I'm going to sit this one out. But I'm telling you, if you got your Cheetos and your voodoo dolls, bust them out.
I don't see how he can last through next year. Much less three more years.
Is
By the way, I heard there's a Me Too march in January. I don't know the date, but y'all Google that if you want to attend.
Start a poll. I'm starting a poll in the chat if you want to take it. Is he gonna make it?
Dropped to 29% in the polls. He is tanking.
Because it's hard to kill Henry, so
He's at 29 now. Last I saw it was 31.
He's at 29 now. I think it was, I can't remember if it was the AP poll, but he was 29 on one of the polls.
She has a lot to say right now.
Roxy, what you whining about?
What do you want to tell Auntie Jenny? What do you want to tell Nanny Biscuits over there?
She's like, where are my Christmas presents? Santa Claus is coming, Braxy.
You want to show them your pretty bandana from the groomers?
Does she have an advent calendar yet?
They ran out the day that they came out, gone.
Oh,
from Joe's.
You'll have to make her one.
They had a bunch of cat ones, but all the dog ones, I was asking the worker, and they were like, as soon as we put them out, he said that there was a line waiting to buy the dog advent calendars. So I'm just going to go to the pet store and just get her all her favorite treats and maybe a cupcake or something for Christmas for her. And I know it sucks to be a puppy that's so spoiled rotten.
1 year card in the past here. I think he's getting ready to exit. You know, the dementia, the Alzheimer's, need to retire. That's laying on a coffin. A sarcophagus Trump. He's not long for this world. Someone new in charge of America.
Can I ask a follow-up question when you guys are done?
Mhm.
Johnny, please.
They're talking impeachment again too. Yeah, the way he talks now, just trying to maintain his image, he's trying to hang on to it, but it's all the confusion that comes out and stuff. So, yeah, I get a new man in the White House. They're talking about impeaching him again too, though.
Well, Al Green brought articles again. So
I had one card to fly out. I'll just go with that. This is the 5 of Swords, which means defeat. And so I don't think so. What's that man's name? Nancy, not Nancy. She was the education person last time.
Betsy DeVos,
Yes. What is her brother's name?
Eric Prince.
What is his company's name? Black something.
Yeah,
is it Blackwater?
Is that what that is?
Is it Blackwater?
Because that's what's on this card, but I can't see the other words because that's who that's supposed to be.
oh man.
So I don't think he's going to make it. But I mean, again, it's hard to kill Henry. So we shall.
Listen,
What
they
was your-
haven't
BlackRock, maybe.
they're-
BlackRock.
BlackRock. Okay, they haven't patched up like freaking Weekend at Bernie's right now. You know?
And
So-
more pictures came out from the Epstein estate. They got what they say 95,000 pictures or something, and they are hiding the underage victims' faces before releasing them. But
So,
yeah.
so can I ask a follow-up question to that question, Johnny?
Mhm.
When he goes back to the mud, which will be soon, God willing, knock on wood,
He's 70.
are they going to let him? Are they going to put him to lay in wait at the Capitol? Because what a slap in the face that would be.
The name of this deck, I believe, is Carpe Noctem. It was on Etsy. It's a political deck. So there's a lot of political figures in it. If you are a fan of Hillary Clinton, then you might not want this one because he's not a fan of Hillary Clinton. So, but this is what's on the back of there, and that's what they look like. It's not called that. That's just what's on the back, but you might can find it under that. I'll try to find it and put it in the chat for you.
I don't know if y'all saw. Yeah, I've been trying to watch Twitter since I don't have TV and watching also YouTube videos. There was a picture on Epstein's desk when he was talking to Bannon of a girl passed out, and they had redacted her face, passed out naked on a sofa.
Trina Young said Trump's brain is a used condom.
My soul threw up.
Somebody put her in the cornfields.
Oh, wait. You know what I found today? Wait a minute. Hopefully y'all can hear it too. StreamYard has laugh tracks now.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was a good one, Trina. That was a good one.
Will he lie in state at the rotunda?
Perfect. It's right there. I will find the name for you. It's got a QR code embedded in one of the cards, so that'll help.
I get no. He's blocked from it. You know, here he is lying in state. He's blocked from it because there's illumination on lies that he's trapped in. So yeah, I probably with the women. They're going to move him somewhere else.
To the toilet.
Move him to hell. I don't know that a lion stayed anywhere. The better question is, would anyone attend? Anyone in his family?
I got a no to box key letter. Fraud, manipulation, important results, or something that is evidence in a report or in a result of what a manipulative, cheating, scamming, frauding piece of crap he was. So that's a no. It's like there's enough evidence of all of this that he's done. That it's
I say get a fish funeral and flush him down the toilet 20 or 30 times.
Yeah. You know, because the water pressure, you got to keep flushing the toilet.
Make them go down.
It wasn't because they were shoving classified papers down a toilet. No, that had nothing to do with it.
Put him in the East Wing. Who was that for that East Wing viewing?
I get no. There's a lot of pressure for possibly something else. They may want to, they could possibly do both, put him somewhere else or bring him somewhere else to where his followers can all be a part of it or something like that.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Send him to Russia. There you go.
McDonald's.
Send him to Russia. What are you talking about, McDonald's? Like, with the prices going through the roof, even his stupid supporters can't afford a Big Mac right now. You know?
Going up there. They got the 99-cent hamburgers again. They will just for him. They're like that bar that said if you turn somebody into ice, you get free beer. Like, we live on a planet with these people, Jesus, I don't understand. But speaking of followers and affordability is now a Democratic hoax.
Yeah, I heard about that. Funny thing is, I went to the store the other day and he told me that my wages were going up and that affordability was a hoax. So I went to the store, Johnny. I went all the way down there to Winco. And I checked my account. My pay didn't go up, and the prices at the store went up. So the bag of chicken I used to get for Braxy, frozen chicken, because I make her chicken and she gets some real chicken every night with her breakfast and dinner, used to be $5. It's now $7. I was just talking to Stephanie about this. Michael's, the yarn that I get, the Karen cakes, used to be $12.99. They are now $14.99 for yarn. So, and I keep checking my bank account. My salary hasn't gone up.
My whole problem is he told you COVID was a hoax, but then also in the same breath told you he had the cure, and here it is.
Oh, after he told you to drink bleach and put a light bulb up your ass.
And eat dirt that was poison, basically. At what point do you say the stuff that comes out of his mouth cannot be true? When he says affordability is a Democratic hoax, that, first of all, that makes no sense. For affordability is a Democratic. Why wouldn't you want things to be affordable?
It also doesn't even release job reports or anything.
And he campaigned on affordability. Go back and run the tapes. The internet is forever. But to Johnny's point, a lie so easily disproven. All these people at his MAGA rallies, the last one that he had, I think was in Pennsylvania somewhere, the crowd was super small. Okay. But it's a lie that you can easily disprove. Just like I did. You can go check your deposit and check the prices at the store. And you yourself, with your own eyes and that little pea that you have in your head that's supposed to be a functioning brain, can put two and two together and conclude that your pay did not go up and the prices have not come down. You can easily debunk it. It's not even a sophisticated lie. There's no
we're going through the roof
at all.
My question, though, and we've looked at this many times over, but we'll have to look at it again. Thank you, Cindy. Because now, just like Becca said, all you have to do, you don't even have to look. You don't even have to pay attention. Go to the store. They'll make you pay attention, because once they get to ringing up all that stuff, or you ring it up yourself because there's no employees, and they give you the total. Did Trump bring your total down? Mind you, the grocery store does not want to either, because they said COVID was the reason the prices went up. Well, what are the reasons now? Tariffs. They're just blaming it on something else, just like Donald Trump is not the person going outside the gas station changing all the numbers. They don't want to bring the prices down, and he makes it easy for them to do so.
Johnny, did you see the new report of, I just saw it all over my TikTok account. I sent it to Stephanie. A More Perfect Union did a research campaign about grocery stores and price gouging. And guess what? They're using your, if you have an app on your phone, I think it's not DoorDash, the other one, Instacart or whatever. They sent a bunch of people into the same store at the same time with a list of foods to purchase. And they were all charged a different amount.
I've seen that.
You seen that? That's illegal AF.
They were all charged a different amount.
So on top of the tariffs, you have opportunistic assholes that are using AI software to rip off every single person. So unless you're going item by item and noting somewhere on your phone or taking a picture and doing an inventory between your shopping and checkout, you're not going to know that you were robbed.
I want to know, because Christmas is here, and mind you, with Christmas, Thanksgiving, you kind of got, the groceries. With Christmas, you kind of get a double whammy, because there's gifts and then Christmas dinner on top of that. And if you have to, there's travel plans, which means gas or plane tickets and hotel rooms or whatever the case may be. And we're still under his administration currently. With this Christmas season, start to change the hearts and minds of some of his followers. I know not the majority, but at least some. Because he blatantly lied to you, but he's been blatantly lying to you. You just didn't believe us because, we're the libs. But I just, in my mind, the reason I keep even bringing this up is in my mind, I don't see how you don't see. That's what I don't see how you don't see it.
I think some people are, based on what I've seen.
They're burning his paraphernalia. They're burning their hats and flags and stuff.
We talked about
to keep warm, probably, but
burn
it all down.
We talked about this, I think, last week, Johnny, on TikTok. Lip curl girl. That's what they refer to her as. She's a huge MAGA, and they call her lip curl girl. because she's always like he's Elvis Presley or some shit on all her videos. She did a video not too long ago begging Trump to bring down the prices because she can't afford it. And I'm like, it's funny you think he watches your videos. I think it's really funny you think he watches your videos, and I think it's hilarious you think he gives a shit that you're getting run over the coals every time you go to buy something, and your utilities are through the roof, and
those that are burdened are changing on Trump. They're fighting what he says now, and they're supporting Democrats now. Democrat agenda. So yeah, and I think that number is going to go up. And like I said, he's at a 29% approval rating. I think it's 39% with Republicans. That's still pretty low for Republicans, right? But yeah, his messaging is just falling on deaf ears. There's a lot of people looking for some good news. Checking the obituaries. Give us some good news. Is he done yet? For entertainment purposes, only YouTube.
The ring, the bouquet, the ring, and the mountain. Yeah, they're starting to get it because the happiness, the joy that he promised. Oopsie daisy. It's not coming. It's been delayed. You got to go over that mountain.
Well, he's having his Great Gatsby parties and everything. It's like it doesn't sit well.
Billions of dollars to Argentina, billions of dollars to India, billions of dollars to Israel, millions of dollars to a ballroom.
Now having to bail farmers
the taxpayers because how dare you have indicted me for fraud? So now I'm going to sue you. So everything for everybody minus the people that put him there.
They won't admit, like they're going to do some bailouts for the farmers, and yet they caused the problem.
No, farmers. And you know why I say this? He did this to you the first time.
Yeah.
He did this to you again. So what are you expecting? Indefinite bailouts? Because guess what? Those markets are gone. They are gone. China went to Brazil and somebody else. Everybody went around. Nobody's looking to do business with the U.S. anymore. So not only did he bankrupt them, he decimated those markets for generations to come. So the next president in line is going to have to go begging like a dog.
Thank you, wordsmither. I think, I don't think a lot of the farmers voted for him. We know what we think about the election being rigged. So I don't think he got as many votes from them as.
They don't want bailouts. They want a market.
And it's not there.
And mind you, that's y'all's president. Speaking of MAGA, though.
Johnny, did you read your card?
Yeah, this is going to go with what I was going to do here. This lady, name redacted. She said, I was so anxious about this whole shutdown. My husband's a veteran using his GI Bill for school, which that's affected, and we got good stamps, food stamps, I think she meant. We get food stamps since I'm disabled and he's in school. So he's using his GI Bill to go to school, and she's disabled and she gets food stamps. We have 2 kids. One is 2, and we are waiting to get her tested for autism. She's a picky eater, and I've tried other foods, but in the end, I give up because I don't want any more screaming. My 6-month-old is starting purees. Yes, we get WIC, but still, I don't know how we're going to pay rent, let alone other bills and get food. I do cook everything from scratch. And I've been adding rice, beans, and noodles to stretch it out. I'm just at my wit's end and I'm overwhelmed. Plus, we're almost out of formula. He asked his mother to buy a can until we get our WIC. And her response was, you voted for this. Because these 2 voted for Donald Trump and they asked his mother for help. And she said, you voted for this. And one of the comments under her thing was, so you're disabled. Your husband is a veteran and a student, and you're receiving disability SNAP and WIC. and veterans benefits in your household, you have a special needs child and are depending on early intervention to have her tested, and your health care is either Medicaid or TRICARE as a military dependent, and you voted for ... Trump, and you didn't understand how his every stated policy was going to come after all of those things you depended on. I feel so sorry for children of parents who make choices like this. You actively voted to harm your own family, and your kids got no say in that decision, but they still suffer for it. The right is always so quick to demonize poor people. If this was a person of color, they would have said, I bet she uses processed food and cooks garbage and doesn't cook healthy meals for her kids. But I bet you don't know how to budget, and why is your baby on formula? You should breastfeed, ain't it free? But because she is worthy poor, her circumstances aren't her fault. And what happens a lot of times is a person chains themselves to, because this is the card that flew out. This is the devil. They chain themselves to the hate, to whatever key issue they have, whatever it is. I don't like Mexicans. I don't like Muslims. I like religion, whatever the case is. Whatever you chain yourself to, you chain yourself to that in spite of, because you literally voted to harm your own family. And will they get it? Yes, because eventually the devil will do one of two things. He will make you realize that you are in the wrong spot, or he will consume you. And so you do get to make the choice, though, because at some point it will become clear that you are chained to him. And you will either wake up and unchain yourself, or he will consume you. And Donald Trump is one of those people he will consume. Now, it's going to take a while, apparently, because he's 79, but he will consume Donald Trump at some point, because Donald Trump has already seen that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time and shouldn't be doing the things he did, but he refused to change. Those who follow him are getting their wake-up call when you can't afford formula. Mind you, I bought many cans of formula. Very expensive. Very expensive. You can buy a whole roast and 10 chickens for the price of one can of formula. But you got to buy it. You had kids, not us. You had kids, and you get government subsidy to help feed them kids. Republicans since 1513 have been preaching the same message. Let's take away Social Security. Let's take away food stamps. Let's take away Medicare, Medicaid. Let's take away anything that helps people who don't have. Let's take it away. They've been saying the same message. This is not new at all. They've been trying to get rid of food stamps forever.
But it's the immigrants, it's the illegals that are taking it from you.
Meanwhile, if you have a company, we need subsidies. We need tax money because we want to build this and expand that and give bonuses to this person, bonuses to that person. We as taxpayers pay for stadiums and football fields and all these types of things. We give money to the rich all the time. We just don't call it welfare. But yes, they will figure it out at some point.
And all of that, and mind you, I have had this conversation a million times over. All of that is shrouded in, well, I deserve it. It's the illegal immigrants that are abusing the system. Mm-hmm. When again, that lie is so easily effing debunked.
Yeah.
So
but they don't want to debunk it.
Freaking debunked. So easily debunked. Just like the prices are going down and your pay is going up, so easily debunked. And yet these people, instead of looking into it, the same bullshit with this abortion after birth. Women that voted for that, you go see an OBGYN every year. Why didn't you ask your doctor if that was a thing? They could have easily debunked it for you right then and there. But it's easier to believe the lie than it is to admit that this person is lying because I have needs that are not being met. You know, so
they don't know how to be discerning.
I don't feel
it cracks me up. You know, the white nationalists that we have issues with here in the U.S. It's like, if you look at the global population, whites are way down in the minority. Asians and African Africans and Hispanic and everything. White people are way outnumbered globally. So the U.S. is no different. It's reflected by who immigrates here. It's no different here. We're a melting pot.
And here's the thing. Here's another thing. I am willing to bet my left titty and my right toe that this whole thing about tariffs was an idea that was planted in that moron's head by an adversary.
Oh, probably like Putin or somebody.
Guaranteed that idea was planted in his mind by an adversary to cause economic harm to this country. And because he doesn't have the intellectual curiosity nor the intellectual capacity to say, hey, I've been played, because he's just been bolstered. Like Kamala Harris said, all you got to do is kiss his ass and he'll do anything you say, so easily manipulated by flattery. I am willing to bet you that idea was planted by Putin or somebody way back, because it wasn't just recently that he started talking about tariffs. This has been a few years coming, so anyways.
Thank you.
And the whole problem with housing costs rising, especially rent, outpacing salaries and stuff. I know when I was working in the corporate world, most of the people I worked with hadn't seen a raise in 10 years.
Jen, the minimum wage is still $7.25.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
And the rent is how much in most places?
Yeah, what's your next question, Johnny?
I don't know. I was waiting for a segue and I didn't get one. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you wanted a segue?
No. I'm going to go here actually, because I have something I have to read. So Nancy Mace is running for governor of South Carolina, apparently. So she was filmed at the airport being a Karen, apparently.
Yeah.
Where she was yelling at some of the workers there and so forth and so forth.
Really?
Yes. Now, apparently it's on film, and she denies that she used certain language because there was language being hurled and all this.
And not the first time she's done it either.
Yes. Now, she was questioned by Susan Collins, and Mace said that this was a hit job. And she's absolutely 100% sure of it. She said it was a hit job, and she believes it was the South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson, because Wilson is also running for governor of South Carolina. So she said she is 100% sure, and she believes that he conspired with the airport police to drum up a fictitious account of her acting rude and entitled. Mace claims that Wilson had the press release out he put the press release out condemning her just minutes after the initial incident was reported. So it was like way too coincidental that he put this little statement out after, she was being a jerk in the thing. So my question is, let's err on the side of conspiratorial right now. Did or was he behind? His name again is Alan Wilson, because he is also running for governor. Is he drumming up propaganda against Nancy Mace?
Nancy Mace, you're right there next to Georgia. Did you not see what just happened in the elections there? In Republican counties.
I have one more Nancy Mace question too, because she's being real special.
She always has been kind of special. My ear stopped up.
Is he behind us? Well,
she did it all on her own. She treats people like, gives them the crumbs. She tries to make them anxious. She's been doing this a long time, steady all the time, acting like a Republican, basically. So yeah, no. She's a bully. She is a bully.
Is it propaganda? No. He was offered a very passionate opportunity. So, no, she did that all on her own. She did that all on her own.
There are people against her. The Lover's card, it's not one person. It's a bunch of people. And the Nine of Pentacles, they're willing to spend a lot of money to do it. And so the Ace of Wands, the Two of Swords, they just basically need to get their campaigns together, and they're going to be coming after you because you're running for office. Now, here's another thing. Nancy Mace, on Wednesday, introduced a bill. I don't know when this article was. It wasn't last Wednesday. I don't know. On Wednesday, introduced a bill to rename Black Lives Matter Plaza in Washington, D.C. after Charlie Kirk.
Oh,
Who,
boy.
it was all over Twitter. It's coming out that he was gay, which we all knew he was.
Have you seen the fight with Erica Kirk and Candace Owen? The girls are getting messy. Oh, Lord have mercy. Uh-huh.
They, yeah.
and Erica's over there like she needs to she's got crazy eyes like that Copeland guy, dude, the preacher, the don't put me in a plane with demons guy.
Mm-hmm.
She's got crazy eyes like him, and she's like, she needs to stop. And I'm like, honey, it's not that hard to file defamation.
Are you going to make her stop?
It's not that hard to file for defamation. So either you're lying or you're covering something up, you know?
Every interview I've seen her with, she screws her face all up and fake cries. It's like you never see a wet spot on her face.
Did you see
It's always
interview? Did you see the interview?
Oh, my dear Charlie.
That she just did? I think it was on CNN. I think it was on CNN. Now, Johnny is a former preacher. I am a recovering Catholic. I haven't stepped foot in a church since my first communion, and that's been decades. Okay, and I'm 47 years old right now. She did an interview where she said that when Charlie Kirk would come home, her daughters would go up to Charlie Kirk and hug him, and they would say Shabbat Shalom. And I was like, since when is that a Christian thing? And mind you, I'm a recovering Catholic, but never in my life did I ever hear anybody in my family usher in or even dream of saying Shabbat Shalom as a reading. But they're so Christian that they have to say Shabbat Shalom.
Okay.
It's getting messy, dude.
that girl is some kind of special. And I'm here to drag her all day long in the dirt.
So my question is, will she be successful in renaming Black Lives Matter Plaza after Charlie Kirk? Oh, it also said a Republican lawmaker in Florida has introduced a bill to designate October 14th as Charlie Kirk Day, because that's his birthday, apparently.
Oh, good. That's the day we all throw up all day long. Make it a national holiday so we all have off.
Yeah, these people. Will she be successful?
Can I go?
Remember, Candace Owens is the one that says that Macron's wife is actually her brother that's had a sex change. I mean, that woman is all kinds of special
just
too.
like Stephanie said, it's bad when Erica Kirk is making Candace Owen look good.
Yeah.
You know? I got to know the cross, the clouds, and the man. Nope. No. No. Yeah, that whole thing is getting messy, dude. And I'm here for the shanking, like prison style shanking, Johnny. Like, you know, I'm like, y'all can kill each other. I don't care. I'm just here for the entertainment.
I don't think so either, because I think Trump would think, why isn't it being named after me? You know, call it Loser Square after Trump.
Well,
Mr. Dementia, I don't think they can secure it, because if it was going to get renamed anything, Trump would try to rename it after himself.
see, but here's the thing. You dodged your bullet, so they can't name things after you.
Damn, if only he had planned ahead and actually had the guy make the actual mark.
Leave a scar.
Charlie Kirk didn't think fast.
You know, we can put him on $1 million bill.
Trump could have, when he went to the hospital after that, he could have told him, give me some stitches so I have a scar later.
You
know?
know, like play. If you're gonna play it all, play it all. All you did was go get you a always with
A
wings.
maxi pad.
And it's funny how his believers think he threw his ear back like SpongeBob, but then he's wearing makeup on his hands because he can't undo the bruising. But you grew back your whole ear.
You got Wolverine ears, but you got old lady hands. Okay, like what the?
I'm telling you.
That's all that handshaking, because the top of my hand gets bruised when I shake hands, right? Right. No, if he was going to have bruising, it'd be on his palms, not on the outside, on the palm, on the top of his hand from shaking hands. What an idiot.
Everything is so easily debunked, and yet people eat it up with the spoon. He's literally serving up shit sandwiches, and they're like, "Yes, sir, can I have another?"
Yes.
Carolyn Levitt twisting herself. Trump's already explained that. He's shaking hands all the time. It's like, I'm sorry, when you shake hands, it's like this. The top of your hand is facing outward.
Who shakes your hand like some like?
Yeah, who grabs your hand like this?
You would think he's shaking Macron's hand. Remember that one time Macron shook his hand and dog walked him, like pulled him in and left marks on his hand?
And who is he shaking hands with? You're sitting in one spot all day with Diet Coke and orange.
Yeah, sleep. Who are you shaking hands with? You're snoozing. You're taking your naps. I'm shaking hands with God. I'm going to the other side.
I guess.
Give me money so I can go to heaven.
Maybe it's his masturbation hand, but I don't think that is true either. I at Knight of Cups, it's all for show. They don't give a crap about Charlie Kirk.
No.
Charlie Kirk. You're
No.
bad.
He was in the news cycle for like a week, and then
I can't. Okay, so
Little Scoops, chill in the chat, please. We like to cut up, so if we interrupt each other when we're answering questions, we do get back to the agenda. You're watching Petty Boots. If you don't like it, go watch something else.
I know how to talk for myself. I'm okay.
That's right.
Let's talk impeachment, shall we?
yay!
So one person that they're coming after, the child's name is Haley Stevens, is going after RFK. Would like to see some impeachment there for misleading America and causing basically harm with their advice.
Yeah, because measles is just a great time, you guys. It's up by even Fox News reported it. Measles outbreak increase of 1,400 and something percent
Oh my God.
2020 since the height of the pandemic since 2020. That's the last number that they used.
He is the president of disease.
I mean, we're talking about a guy who had a whale head on his freaking car, dude, who eats roadkill for fun and had a brain worm and swims in sewage infested water. And you're going to take medical advice from him? You know what? Go drink that uncured milk and go lick somebody with a disease and tell me how good it works out for you. I'm sorry. I feel bad for the children of stupid parents, but what makes you think it's a good idea to take the word of a freaking quack who's never stepped foot in a medical institution, much less has the IQ to pass a medical exam to even make it into medical school?
And
Oh,
swims around in literal feces.
Pieces.
Like,
And you think that guy should be the guy you should be? I feel bad for the kids, but the parents, no.
As soon as I heard brainworm, that's all I needed to know. I didn't want any medical advice from this dude.
Jen, but he even said it in a press, not in a congressional hearing. I'm
Yeah.
not a doctor. You shouldn't be taking medical advice from me. Yet he is a director.
But he's blocking all of our medical advice.
same, well, Fox News, we're not news, so you should watch it as entertainment. My question is, will she be successful in
Teaching
getting RFK impeached? Will he be impeached? I guess let me say it that way, because maybe they won't be successful. But
Wait,
maybe
hold on. Are we going to go all the way impeachment and conviction and removal?
no,
Or
I'm just asking impeachment.
just impeachment. So
Yes.
we're not asking to see if he's going to actually be moved.
No.
Okay.
Just impeachment.
You know, I think in secret they've got the support for this because these even the Republicans like this is a tower moment. There's an abundance of measles being spread in their home states. They got to go home and face their constituents. So I think there's a lot of support for this. I get victory on it unless Trump talks them into not changing their mind.
And don't forget, like the person in the chat said, circumcision causes autism.
Oh Lord Jesus!
That had to be one of the best. It's like
And
okay, so circumcision's been around for 6,000 years.
here's the
Well,
thing.
what
though.
about the girls who are on the spectrum? What happened there?
I mean, they got circumcised too, I guess. They found something to cut off because, I mean, first it was Tylenol. After all that shit to Tylenol, then he backtracked that statement just a few weeks
And
ago.
plain
said
circumcision.
it had nothing to do with it. Yeah, thank you, Aaron Calzado, who said that circumcision causes autism. And then he went on to circumcision, and mind you, the people in the Senate were warned. They were warned, just the same as they were warned about Pete Hegseth, whose own mother wrote a letter to the Senate and said, do not, under any circumstances, appoint this guy. Same thing happened with RFK Jr., and they just said, whatever. Now you have a measles outbreak all over
It's
South
bad when
Carolina.
even Pete Hegseth's mother says, don't.
Yeah.
This guy's
Now you have a
abusive.
measles outbreak all over South Carolina. You have they took away the hepatitis vaccine for newborns. So wait till that comes around with a bunch of sick ass kids.
Mm-hmm.
Will he get impeached? There is some sort of blockage, but he goes away. He moves along. He gets transferred somewhere. There is the institution, the law, the bureaucracy, blocked and delayed, and then transferred or transitions. He gets moved away somewhere. So, oh yeah, and I forgot he's a heroin addict. Forgot about that.
Former.
Yeah. But please tell me about Hunter Biden, please. I'm all ears.
I mean, if anything's going to cause brain damage, then heroin's got to be right up there with Tylenol and circumcision.
It was the heroin that cured his autism, Johnny.
It's a cure-all. It's heroin. I mean, if you got one of them brains, then maybe it works in reverse to where that's your penicillin. All you really need is some drugs. The Two of Wands, some plans. The Five of Wands, some conflict. And the Nine of Swords, some worry and some stress. I don't think so, because I think it's going to cause an issue with him or for him. But I think he actually may leave for something else other than this. They may just amount a bunch of pressure and say, okay, get out because things are looking bad. Donald Trump doesn't want to look bad, if nothing else. Okay, number 2, Kristi Noem. They want to impeach her as well. Now, mind you, the rumor mill went around saying that Donald Trump was about to replace her, and then Funtime Barbie got in there and said, no, that's not true. But
Did you see the hearing where she straight up walked out?
no,
They had a congressional hearing and they were asking her all sorts of questions. How many American citizens has ICE deported or detained? Nothing. And then they start bringing up the list. And all of a sudden, she had a very important meeting to go to, and she freaking ass and elbows out of that room. And oh, by the way, that important meeting was canceled.
I'd like to look at too, Johnny, because that judge in D.C. has a hearing later this week on possible contempt charges for her, because it's falling on her that they kept flying planes after being told to stop.
Okay.
So is she going to be impeached first, and then we'll look at, will the judge hold her in contempt?
Let's look at contempt first, because
that's coming up this week.
She can still be impeached if she's not there. But let's look at contempt. I want to look at contempt first.
Will she be held in contempt?
Will she be held in contempt?
They could throw her in with Ghislaine. Funtime Barbie. Yeah. Barbie with the dead dog.
Should be held in contempt.
I get a yes. I get the ship, the scythe, the stars. Ship and scythe is transfers, transitions, or travel that were needed to be canceled. And she went about it anyways. So I get a yes for not canceling trips. See that? Trips canceled. So.
And also lying about it. So betrayal, lying about it, moving people to other secure locations, lying about it in the courts. I don't know if it's going to be a fine or imprisonment, though.
Can we stop playing around with fines and throw these a-holes behind bars? Because
even if you're going to do fine, do it and stop threatening them that you're going to get fined if you don't. Just do it then.
10 million, 20 million, they don't give a shit. They have no intention of paying it. They don't care. Throw them behind bars. Actually put them under the jail, in the freaking dungeon. In the dungeon with the holes and shit. Maybe then they'll be like, oh. I'm just saying, let me be judge, jury, and executioner for a day, Johnny, for a day.
I kind of feel like it'll be more of a fine, but she's going to throw other people under the bus too, like who's in the White House that told her to do all this. So, how far up the chain of command do you go for what they've done? And the judge is still trying to get answers on where the children, where's the rest of the families.
So I get, oddly enough, a yes. I mean, we'll see it or believe it when I see it type thing. There's a Sun and the Two of Cups. 2 yes cards. The reason I wanted to go here with the contempt is there is an attempt to hold Hillary and Bill Clinton in contempt as well, because they will not show up for a hearing about Epstein. Will he, what's the child name? I forget what his name is. Did I write it down? Well, anyway, that guy, whoever it is, he is trying to hold Hillary and Bill in contempt. Will they be held in contempt for not showing up? Oh, here it is. House Oversight Chair James Comer has threatened to pursue contempt charges against
Of course he would.
Bill Clinton and former President Bill Clinton, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, if they do not sit for depositions in Congress probe of Jeffrey Epstein investigation.
I'm sorry, but according to the Supreme Court presidential immunity, he could just say, I raped those girls under an official act for Homeland Security purposes. Hillary Clinton, I'm not sure, but Bill.
Or what I was doing was none of your business because I was president.
I was president and I have absolute immunity. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you for that.
Or I'll go and sit if Trump will go and sit.
Yeah.
We can sit side by side and answer the same exact question. Get them all. I don't care. I'm not Bill Clinton's PR person. I'm just saying, if we're going to do one, do the other. But will they be held in contempt?
Yeah, and these guys, don't forget, on the January 6th committee, they all ignored their subpoenas, Jim Jordan and all of them.
Jen, the law is only applicable when they're in charge. Every other time, doesn't apply to us.
But I'm going to tell you right now, if there is anybody on earth that you are not going to get the law to sick on, it is Hillary Clinton. That woman has got a past, and so does Bill Clinton, and you're not about to get either one of them. I'll just tell you that right now. I guarantee you they'll find you floating face down in your bathtub before you get Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton behind any kind of bars.
Mm-hmm.
A Kit Kat bar, maybe, but not bars. I'm just saying.
It's a power play. So if they try to do this, because it's all kinds of corruption behind this, right? Unless they take an action against Trump also, you're barking up the wrong tree. You're out in the cold. Turnabout's fair play. Bring them all in. And I'm not like if Clinton did anything or Woody Allen or any of those other people that were in the pictures, bring them all in. Bring them all down. If they did something, but you better have the proof.
If you have significant evidence, bring them in.
You got nude pictures of Clinton with
the way that it's supposed to work. Put them on trial before a jury of their own peers, and then if found guilty, don't even put them in prison. Skin them alive. Skin them alive, every single one. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I get the moon, the tree, the key. Solid growing propaganda. They're going to milk this for propaganda for as long as they can milk the propaganda, because there's something that they're around someone's health that they're trying to keep from gaining anything in the news. And mind you, how often did we hear about the media bashing Joe Biden? Sleepy Joe this, Sleeping Joe that. He's old. And you have
Drowsy Dawn.
A man that's literally asleep with his stroke face on full display.
Like
for everybody to see that we know is only working 3 hours a day. 3 hours as the commander-in-chief of the entire United States. We know he's not the one pulling the strings if he's only working 3 hours and is sleeping the rest of the time. Okay?
Wait.
And you don't want that to come into light. So where's as much
we should look at, did he have a Mitch McConnell stroke out moment? But Johnny, what did you get on this one?
No. 8 of Cups. It's no. And then the 2 of Swords, it's also blocked in some way, somehow, too. And again, listen, and I could just be biased because, mind you, you're not going to get Hillary Clinton, okay? You're just not. We ain't got to go all into it, but you're just not.
You look like Chuck Schumer right now. You know?
You're just not. You're not going to do it, okay? You're not going to do it. Hillary Clinton is a very powerful person. and you're not about to just make her snap and jump to your finger snaps. It's just you just not gonna, not you, James Comer. Maybe somebody else, but not you. I don't see it. Okay. Do you got to feed the dog?
No, Peanut already fed her.
Okay, because I have some headset questions. If you, I don't know if you want to send them out or not, but
Okay.
the first question though is: will we see allies, as we know them, eventually turn? I don't want to say turn on the United States, but that's the phrasing to make it simple. Because we are basically, not we, Donald Trump's administration will be labeled war criminals at some point. Well, they already are, if you ask us, but
Well,
the
Johnny,
world will see it that way.
Denmark has already come out and declared the United States national security risk.
Yes.
That
So
was
what?
last week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not the
My-
only one. They're not the
My
only one.
question is, because that's going, I feel that's going to just grow. That it's just not going to be them, it's going to be others. And these are people who at one point stood side by side with the United States on a whole lot of things. Will we start to see more allies turn and rally with whoever it is we are against?
And Poland right now is sounding the alarms about America's, under this administration, are cozying up to Russia, and they know that they're within Russia's sights, that Russia wants to invade them next. So,
By the way, it's saying on that Fox News interview where Trump did the froze up, he also kept calling the Fed chair the Fed hair.
So now he's having the slur in the speech.
The Fed hair, the Fed hair.
but hey, he passed an IQ test with flying colors.
Yeah, man,
Leafy
woman.
Joe.
Tell them to spell man, woman, Cameron. Might get some.
What is so sad to me is that a lot of these Republicans in Washington right now, they sit aboard committees that nobody here knows anything about. National security, all sorts of stuff, talking to ambassadors and all that other stuff. They are more privy to a lot of the stuff than the public is, and how they can sit through those meetings and say, yeah, this is totally cool, and turn around and be lockstep with that man for the sake of whatever is just, it's beyond me.
Yeah, I get these. They'll band together as power to burden America as much as they can, because America's left everybody else out in the cold. So yeah, strength in numbers.
Fox, Cross, Anchor, we are not trustworthy. Period. And it's going to become, with the Anchor is the goal, its achievement is persistent, it's the focus. America has become the focus of treachery and betrayal and just completely we're not trustworthy. Period. And then there was another country that stopped sharing intelligence with us because they don't trust this entire. I'm telling you, man, how anybody in the Senate that sits on committees can look around and see that shit and be like, yeah, this is, oh, it's fine. It's only going to be a couple of years. Oh, it's fine. We'll come back.
I get the 10 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and the Temperance. In the end, with the 8 of Swords, they don't have a choice. If you left them a choice, they would have made the choice to stand with the U.S. like they have been. But you did not leave them a choice because of the things they are doing. The King of Cups here too. 8 of Swords and the Ten of Wands, that is a burden, and the 10 or the 8 of Swords is powerless. This is a burden that's powerless, or at the very least, the feeling of being powerless and limited. The 6 of Swords and the Temperance means that you have to reluctantly move on. And so it's almost like not leaving you with the choice. And then there's the Fool, to where burn it all down. He's because he doesn't know what. Anyway, they don't have a choice. Yes, they will have to side with somebody else because they don't have a choice.
Raymond said F45 is head of a new department called DOZE, DOZE, instead of Doge. Y'all are funny tonight in the chat.
And what's sad about the whole thing, Johnny? He's not smart enough to have come up with all this. This was ideas planted in his head by an adversary, and he laughed it up. And everybody around him in the Senate, in the House, and everything knows what a moron he is, and they're just going along with it. Just going along with it.
Because right now, Putin and Donald Trump are sharing messages. Well, their statements out in the public sound awful lot alike.
Oh,
one of them is that they need to hold elections in Ukraine because their elections are a year overdue or something like that. And of course they are, because they're at war. If you haven't noticed, Donald Trump and this whole peace talk and all, listen, okay, Russia wants Ukraine, period. If you had a peace talk, the peace talk would go a little something like this. Stop attacking Ukraine, the end, period. Have a nice day. This is not Ukraine and Russia going back and forth. This is Ukraine defending itself because Russia is attacking it. So this whole idea of now let's have a peace talk and a ceasefire, then just quit bombing them. The end.
And they're not going to stop at the Ukraine. They're not.
Well,
Ukraine.
Trump just dropped the sanctions against Belarus, which was supporting Russia.
So there's no peace talk. Basically, this is a conditional surrender. Like, here's the conditions and you surrender. And so they are now pressuring Zelensky to have an election. And then he says, well, that's, mind you, there's 20% of our land that's being occupied by Russia. We have citizens there that cannot vote. We have people who are in other places that cannot vote because they were displaced by war. We also have, 48,000 people that may go try to vote, but are in fear of their life because we're being attacked. So they're not going to vote. So what is the point of even trying to do this? But Donald Trump is throwing the messages out there that you're not serious about peace because you won't hold an election. Vladimir Putin is saying the same thing, even though he's the one doing it.
Which they would rig if they could, right?
Yes, in the first place. So will they hold an election at all?
Don't do it, Ukraine.
Did you see also, Johnny, that Trump is threatening the ICC?
No.
Yeah, he's threatening the ICC if they even think about holding him or anybody in his cabinet accountable for the war crimes he's currently committing. He is actively threatening the ICC, which, first of all, I don't understand. We're not part of the ICC. And second of all, this isn't FIFA, mofo. They're not going to hand you a fake award and say, sure.
That's so stupid. I can't believe they did
Which
he grabbed, like the Grinch who stole Christmas, he grabbed and put on himself.
He was so happy that he got an award, Jen. It was like a little kid that just won the toy of the year. He was over the moon.
Those lollipops that are shaped like pacifiers. It's like, put one of those, on a necklace and give it to him. That's the
Jen, it looks like they gave him a butt plug. They gave him a freaking butt plug dipped in gold. I mean, it's funny because it's so sad.
Will they have an election?
I get no. The Storks, Coffin Mountain, no change. No change.
Yep, absolutely not. And nobody wants one there. Absolutely not, because they're still fighting. And polling places would become a target. Everybody loves who's in command. It's a they know this is a propaganda thing, to try to get them to change who's in power. Yeah.
Five of Pentacles, that's a no for me. Black loss out of the cold. I would like to know what is the future, however you want to word it, or just broadly put, of the U.S. and Venezuela. Since we have now found out that it is not drugs that we seize, it's minerals that they're after. They're taking the oil and not the drugs.
As well as wanting to oust the president there. I say send Trump down there and let him run Venezuela a while. See if he lasts there.
Please and thank you. I can't believe they gave him that prize.
It straight up looked like a butt plug, dude.
I haven't seen it.
And he was so happy. He was so happy, so happy. Like, I just don't understand. And maybe somebody can explain it to me. How you can take any joy or any sense of accomplishment receiving an award that is one, fake, and two, you strong-armed somebody to give it to you. So you truly know you didn't earn it. It's just a show. It has no value. So how does that bring any sense of satisfaction at all?
He's like a kid at Christmas. It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, tower moment, but it's kind of like everybody's just waiting on Trump to die. Like they all see it coming. He is not in good health, and he's partying all the time still. So whatever happens, whatever options happen with Venezuela, it's kind of put on hold because I feel like other countries will get involved because of the betrayal that's been done. There will be healing in the future, but it's after Trump's gone. We're all checking the obituaries every day.
Get your cheetahs and your voodoo dolls, people. Manifest. I get the cloud, the stars, the mountain. The cloud, the stars, the mountain, the lilies, and the ship. No new guidance, no new direction. That is delayed. And we are viewed as the enemy. The United States is the enemy.
Betrayer.
To take a very, 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 very long time. A very long time to transition away from that. Because we're going to be seen as an enemy for a long time. So There is,
'Cause mind you,
and it's going to. Don't expect it to happen the day after he's dead, or don't expect it to happen the week after him and JD Vance and everybody else is out of office. The damage that has been done, not just by him, but by cowards in Congress that have not held this man to account.
there you go.
We're going to be seen as the enemy. It's going to take a very long time to undo it.
Because if we had traditional politicians that just disagreed with policy and not morality, then you wouldn't be as afraid of an administration change from Democrat to Republican. With this, though, the swing is so extreme to where you went from Joe Biden to Cheeto Mussolini, and they're nowhere near being the same kind of creature. And so when other countries see this, it's like, how can you trust this country again? Because all it takes is one election and the whole world is FUCKED capitalized.
And to Johnny's point, the reason why we have the Congress is for checks and balances. This Congress has said, we're out to lunch.
And he wants to be in every branch.
They've left it all up to the Supreme Court, which is going his way whenever they can.
We'll come back to vote on tax cuts for the rich, but everything else can just go to hell.
And that's another thing. People now know that you can have, if next president can be a Democrat all they want. They can be a Democrat for 8 whole years. You can have it twice. Go for it. But when the tax plan is about to expire, we need a Republican back in there. So keep an eye on that. Put a pin in that one. You can have a Democrat next time when Trump leaves office. You can put a Democrat in there. They can stay there for 8 whole years. But when that tax plan is about to expire, they want a Republican back in the office. I get there is conflict coming, but this is not war. This is just conflict. So he may attack them or something of that nature. The 8 of Wands, the 5 of Wands is conflict. The 9 of Wands is pressure, and the 7 of Cups is confusion. And so, in this in particular instance, the 7 of Cups is going to be more like you don't know who's on whose side, because that's what the 5 of Wands also suggests: is you don't know on whose side and you don't know who's winning. So this is that from the last question that we're basically going to have to make people draw a line in the sand and say, I'm on this person's side or I'm on that person's side. They may have never cheered for Venezuela before, but they will now.
He's shown his whole ass to the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
And the Republicans have been lockstep with all of it. While they're quietly going behind his back and undoing everything he did, the executive order that he just passed to ban federal workers from unionizing it, they're undoing it right now.
Yeah.
So they know how harmful he is to this country and the people in it, to its own citizenry. And they know how dangerous he is globally. And instead of doing what they're there to do, checks and balances, that overstepped, you got to go.
Free reign.
You got to go. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go golfing. Go. You know what? That East Swing, demolish it. Just tear it down.
Did you hear the National Trust has filed a suit to stop it until plans are reviewed by Congress and approved?
What?
Mind you, they've already started. So you're a little late.
Yeah, they already tore it down. There's already a vacant spot.
It's already gone.
Yes.
It's
So
gone.
it's like, what are you filing suits for now? Like,
Oh, and by the way, the people that were hired to demolish it never got paid either. Made them think that was a good idea. Oh boy.
But it could stop him from building a humongous ballroom that doesn't balance architecturally with the White House.
No. Now he's looking at renaming every golf course in Washington under himself.
Yeah.
Along with all the monuments and the coins and everything. I mean, Death, come get your child, please. Please, please.
well, speaking of children, his, by the name of Barron, has made some news recently.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently he admires Andrew Tate, the trafficker and rapist and overall really horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know, Because if you look at the behavior of something like an Andrew Tate, and then you look at someone who would admire somebody like that, you can see Trump space kind of all in such a thing. Will Barron Trump follow in his father's footsteps and be basically the same kind of disgusting that his dad is? Because if you admire rapists and traffickers, something's wrong with you, big time.
I have another question on Barron too after this.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that fruit didn't fall far from the tree.
I've been saying it before. I mind you, we didn't read on it because he was a baby cheering at the time, but I've been telling y'all he was going to follow in his footsteps. He was going to commit crimes too and steal everything, including his Tonka truck. That boy had it all written all over him.
He's doing crypto crap and
The only people in that family that are not abhorrent sociopathic pieces of crap is Mary Trump and then the brother that he swindled out of all his inheritance money. Everybody else, even Tiffany, the black sheep that's too fat to be with the regular Trumps, is a piece of crap.
He's a piece of crap too.
I get the man, the coffin, the moon. He's sick. He's sick, emotionally sick. He's just like his daddy. Just like his daddy. Man, coffin, moon, sick and twisted, just like his daddy.
emotional conflicts. Something with the on some meds. On some meds. This is genetic kind of almost, or karmic, like family karma. He's also going to suffer from Alzheimer's.
I mean, you got a daddy who's a career criminal that was involved in a child sex trafficking ring, a mama that was a product of the sex trafficking ring, a bunch of siblings that are a bunch of drug addicts and liars and thieves. And what makes you think nature versus nurture? What makes you think an individual growing up in that environment, and that environment has done nothing but reward their bad behavior, would have any reason to say, yeah, this is wrong? Especially when they've been rewarded for it.
Yeah. What'd you get, Johnny?
I found the name of the tarot deck that I am using finally, because this is perfect what I just drew. So I have to share it with the people in the chat who wanted to know what the name of it was. Boom. It's called America Eclipsed by Tarot or something like that. So the first card I drew, and the question of is he gonna be just like his daddy, is the Emperor, who is Donald Trump in this deck. And he sits there tweeting in a swamp, mind you, with the American flag drenched in mud.
Dear God, imagine if in like 15 or 20 or 30 years he tries to run for president.
And there's the Page of Cups. So will he be just like him? Yes, he will.
Imagine him
Look, is that a bedroom shot there on that page?
This is inside. This looks on this Page of Cups. It looks like, because, okay, wait a minute. Because, again, this is perfect. Wait a minute. Why don't I change the layout here? How do I do it? I don't remember how to do that.
And it looked like a bar on it too, like, yeah, drinking and quiet.
In this card, it looks like inside the White House with the drapes and all that kind of stuff. On the table, for entertainment purposes, you two got my business. On the table is a person snorting a substance or two.
Oh my God. Oh my
This
God.
is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups has nothing to do with snorting lions, but
With a woman back there in the background.
yes. And the first card was Donald Trump sitting in a swamp tweeting. The second card is that one right there.
Dunn Jr. and Barron have a lot in
The
common.
last card is the moon. He's not right in the head at all.
Oh man.
And like I said, there was a person in the chat that said, I was raised by a raging alcoholic and I turned out fine. I understand. But please keep in mind that these people are wealthy beyond measure. everything evil that they have ever done, they have been rewarded for it because of their money. Because of their money. If the justice system in this country truly worked, that son of a bitch would have never stepped foot in the White House. Not the first time.
I was raised by a loving mother, but an abusive father, and I don't abuse people. You can be different than the people who raised you. However, inside of you is also something, a personality. We were all born with personality under whatever star you were born under. At no point did I go onto the internet and admire people who abused other people. Barron Trump and Andrew Tate should not be in the same sentence unless Barron Trump was cussing out Andrew Tate on Twitter or something.
And the difference is, you cannot. I don't know any of these people personally, but from what I have observed with my 2 eyes, my ears, and my brain, is the pleasure they get out of hurting others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the sadistic effing pleasure they get out of hurting other people. Either swindling them out of their money, physically and sexually abusing them. It's the pleasure that they get out of it.
So it was trending on Twitter the other day because Melania dated Epstein before she dated Trump.
She was sloppy seconds.
That Barron may be Epstein's son.
Oh, good Lord. No, he looks just like Donald Trump.
He looks just like Donald Trump. Looks just like Donald. Even the nose and that.
I don't even see Melania in his face.
The asshole pucker lip looks just like his dad. I didn't believe that the second I heard it. I was like, he looks like a carbon copy of Trump.
Exactly like Donald Trump. The same hair, too.
Also trending was Melania's having an affair with one of her bodyguards.
He always has been. I mean, why not? You were pregnant and he slept with Stormy Daniels. So
Epstein was short. I get it. My dad was short. My brothers are both over 6 feet tall. So
but Barron
doesn't explain anything.
No, it don't, because Barron's taller than Trump. Where'd he get his height from?
Yeah. Epstein could have tall people in his family too.
Donald Trump is 6'4", 215 pounds
Epstein's mouth is funny too. You know, if you look at it. So,
he does have a funny mouth, but Trump's mouth is distinctly cat asshole shaped or dog ass. It looks like a puckered up asshole.
You want to model that?
Yeah,
she's like, don't disturb my sleep.
I would show you Braxy's, but she's not here, and she's too big to put in my lap. But
Robo may come up in a little bit. She likes to show her Trump butt.
I had a question on after the Venezuelan oil that was stolen by the Trump administration.
Isn't that funny? They bombed the crap out of a drug vessel, but pirated an oil ship. Why don't you just?
Why didn't you blow that one up too?
They could have been carrying drugs. It could have just annihilated them.
Maybe all the whales wanted some fentanyl that day. How do you know? But a senior Democrat is calling for an investigation into potential insider trading by fossil fuel billionaires close to the Trump administration after a Guardian investigation raised questions, thank you, SW, about an unusual share buying spree. Robert Pender and Michael Sable, the founders and co-chairs of Venture Global, a liquefied natural gas company, headquartered in Virginia, bought more than 1 million shares worth almost $12 million each, just days after meeting with senior Trump officials back in March. The meeting included Chris Wright, the energy secretary, who days later granted the company an export license essential for its expansion plans in Europe. And now we're stealing a bunch of gas and oil and stuff from a whole bunch of people around the country, around the globe. Will they actually be successful? It just says a senior Democrat. It didn't name who it was for calling. He wants to call, or they want to call for an investigation into potential insider trading into this company. Will they be successful in getting the investigation launched? into Venture Global. The corruption.
How the mighty have fallen, huh?
Mhm.
How the mighty have fallen.
If they keep talking about it enough that everybody wants to see an investigation. Because that's a yes on the bottom, but it's like they got to stir people up and get them anxious about this and how it's insider stuff with people in the White House. It's thievery. You know, while people are suffering and can't put food on the table, their finances are just getting stronger. They got to keep talking about it. And all these oligarchs and people that are making money, if they will be successful in doing an investigation if they rile people up enough, is what I'm getting. If people care. They don't care, no.
I get a yes. Man, house, bear. A man in the administration or within that circle of people, that entourage of people, that's a financier, that's an executive, that's a CEO. He's high up, very wealthy person. And it could also lead back to the man that's living in that house that is the chief executive. Because I can guarantee you right now, Trump isn't letting this person do it just because they felt like it, unless he's got some stake in the claim. A man in the house and the entourage, finance and executive. See what I'm saying? So not just the banker from whatever thing you said. It all leads back to the man living in the house.
Thank you, Yara. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, yes. But there needs to be, because there's going to be more information coming out about it. Whether anybody goes down for the count and all the other stuff, possibly not, because the DOJ is under you-know-who. And so, but there is the Star and the Knight of Swords is how it ends. And so I'm going to go with the yes. There will be an investigation because more comes out about it.
Johnny, that deck that you're using, that political one, who's on the Four of Swords laying on the coffin?
Let's see.
Or who's on the Ten of Swords taking the dirt nap? I'm just curious.
Back to the mud. Back to the mud.
Oh, that's Pentacle. 2. Well, you. It's 5.
You said they didn't like Hillary. It's probably Hillary.
She's on the Queen of Swords, I think. She's standing there at the podium, and there's Goldman Sachs behind her, a sign that says Goldman Sachs, and then somebody's like sliding her a check or something like that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, she's got the Goldman Sachs behind her, and then like somebody's sliding a bribe into her pocket or something. Why you got to be the last cards I'm looking for?
Four Swords, Ten of Swords.
4 of Swords is Colin Kaepernick,
Oh no.
but he's
Oh.
not on the coffin. He's kneeling on the field.
That's my baby daddy right there.
The retreat and the pullback from it
That's
all.
Give me.
Thank you, Cat Mom. And then the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is generic man wearing the flag, being stabbed in the back.
Oh, it must be Antifa. Since they identified where they are. You know.
Did you see the hearing where they kept talking about Antifa?
That's why I
Because
said
where are they headquartered? I'm humming. It's like,
That was
no, I know you
great.
want to come in here and just make stuff up. And that guy was like,
Where's the headquarters?
I mean, that's millions of us for them to jail.
Because if they're the leading threat to the United States domestically, where are they headquartered?
I don't know.
Well, we're assessing, they're all over the yeah.
And then there
We
was
know
a-
exactly where Proud Boys are headquartered and all these other
There was
fools.
a video of two guys, it was all over TikTok, that walked into an FBI headquarters trying to turn themselves in as the leaders of Antifa, and
Oh Lord!
they just got kicked out.
Did you see the guy that
We're
heckled?
like, we're trying to turn ourselves in. We're the leaders of Antifa. They're like, get out of here.
The guy that heckles Hegseth repeatedly as he's coming out of church every Sunday.
Oh my God.
It's a former veteran, and
He goes
he's
to
like,
church.
traitor.
Johnny, did you see the video that I sent you of when Christine Ohm was getting questioned by the Congress and the guy dressed up like a preacher stood up? He's like, the power of Christ compels you. I got my coffee out when I saw that. I got my shirt all dirty. I was like, oh dear Lord. That was hilarious.
So, Jasmine Crockett's running for Senate. Will she be successful?
Business Mike doesn't like it. He's been bad mouthing her. Jasmine Crockett. If I lived in Texas, you'd have my vote. I love her. Smart, black, and sassy. All in one package. I love her. They can't stand it. Yeah, I thought about, like, for protests, like for No King's Day and stuff, getting a T-shirt made that said, I am Antifa, along with about 75% of this country.
And you should be too.
And you should be too. Start a trend with that.
I'm going to say one thing to all these leftist bullshitters out there that are smearing Jasmine Crockett right now. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. You're not going to do to her what you did to Kamala Harris.
That's
And
right.
all this bullshit that she takes APAC money. Again, another thing that's easily disproven. All you have to do is go on Google and look up APAC Watch and see if her name is on that list. Guess what? It's not. And she has been very vocal, very, very, very vocal about her condemnation of what Israel is doing to the Palestinian people right now.
Yeah.
So,
The other thing is, too, like all those people that were against, I can't pronounce his name, new mayor of New York. What's his name?
Mamdani.
Mamdani. Thank you. All those people that came out against him, he still won. So, there's a guy that's going to run as a Democrat against Jasmine, but it's like
Tallarico. I get Tallarico. A lot of negotiations and talk and gossip around a man, Tallarico. I asked if she would win the Senate. I don't know if this is Tallarico, but it's a man. And the only other Democrat I know that's running for Senate is Tallarico, unless both seats for Texas Senator are about to be up. But I get gossip, negotiations, talk, important, and then man. So
because there's a man on the bottom that she'd have to overcome. But she gets an abundance of vote strength and secures it if they don't steal it. And if they don't backstab her with a bunch of made up stuff, attacking her with propaganda stuff. So Dems get behind her too. Because I think she stands on higher ground with this.
Johnny, can we ask a follow-up question to this?
I get she goes to the old way of life or something like that. Six of Swords transition, Six of Cups is nostalgia. So if she's a lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she could go back to. Mind you, anything can change. What's your other question?
So the redistricting has backfired spectacularly for Republicans. All the maps that they've gerrymandered to try to gain more seats and stay in power, that's starting to backfire. And I think it was Indiana that Trump was trying to bully to redraw their maps, and they gave him the 2 middle fingers and told him pack sand. Texas, the Supreme Court said, go ahead and keep your gerrymandered, racially gerrymandered maps. Can we ask if those redistricted maps are going to backfire? Because
In Texas,
we've seen it happen more than once already. Shit, in Miami, a Democrat, a white woman, a gringa in Miami just took the mayor in Miami, where I grew up, in the 305. That hasn't gone blue in what, 30-something years? So it's starting to backfire. So I'm wondering,
and what they expect, they kept locking up Hispanics with ICE. So, yeah.
And that's the thing. I've seen so many reports where they gerrymandered based on Trump's approval among Hispanics before he started deporting everybody. So
Yeah.
now that he's underwater with Hispanics. So what they've done is diluted the vote so that he has more support among Hispanics without considering that, the Hispanics don't support him anymore.
Yes, it will, because there's something around troubled turnout. There's your 4 swords again, and the 6 of swords. The turnout is not there. This is like pulling back and retreating and not showing up, basically. And then the 2 of cups is how it ends. The numbers are not there, or the numbers are not there anymore, I guess I should say. But it's like the ones that you need to turn up are not turning up. They're not there. But it's not because they're not enthusiastic, I suppose, but it's because they've moved from somewhere to somewhere else, type of thing. So,
I get the same thing. I get the votes are burdened, like not enough votes.
Or they've pissed off enough Republicans that they're just like, no, we're done with you.
They're not gonna vote for anybody, so they stay at home. So, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of bullying out there, a lot of lies and propaganda and everything. But people feel betrayed. So to me, it looks like the Dems can be successful because people stay at home, to Johnny's point.
Child whip coffin. Will it backfire? Yeah, spectacularly. It'll end in losses. New anger, child abuse. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, a lot of angry, pissed off people that leads to a loss, and they go back to being small minority. So,
okay, I have a petty question. There's a reason for asking it, though. I'm going to ask it in a poll too, if y'all want to take the poll. Will Donald Trump campaign for J.D. Vance? Is the question. If he's next in line, because the reason I ask is I want to see what your cards say, of course. But and I'll just leave it there. Will he campaign for J.D. Vance? Thank you, Rose Blue. 6 Texas congressmen are leaving early.
Is that in your state legislature, Rose, or is that your federal? Or a combination?
I'm going to say it. He'll be dead. He won't get
That's
a
kind of what I was looking for with his questions, to see if he's even there. So it's
He'll
like,
be
to be honest.
dead.
I have a follow-up question. Death on the bottom,
He'll be dead. He will be
which is not usually death for me, but it's the case after that.
Yeah, the death card on the bottom.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
No, he's isolated from supporters.
He's isolated from supporters because he's 6 feet under, Jen.
Because he's 6 feet under sacrifice.
Back to the mud.
This can be a transitioning to the other side card for me. So yeah, he's like long gone. He's on his own little journey.
Thank you, Mariona.
Back to the mud. Back
He's sick.
to the mud.
Lord have mercy.
What'd you get, Johnny?
No, but he won't need him to. Because I got the King of Pentacles. That's JD, and then there's the Magician. So no, he won't. Because the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, he won't be there. The word of warning is the Devil, and then there's the Seven of Swords. I don't think JD Vance has much of a chance either, but there's that. He's no.
Nope.
Hey, follow-up question. Is Jen Lynn Tarot going to get what she wants for Christmas? Use those political cards, Johnny. Is Jen Lynn Tarot going to get what she wants for Christmas? I don't always ask for Christmas presents. This year, I am asking for a Christmas present. Is she going to wake up?
First and foremost, let's see.
There's the woman. Okay.
Will Jenny get what she wants for Christmas? Well, woman, bear, dog. So if you're looking to get into a lot of money, perhaps some sort of financial downfall, give a lottery tickets to one of your pets. Maybe they'll get lucky. But if you're looking for the executive to be dead, 6 feet under, back to the mud, no, but have trust that it's coming. Man, bear, dog. So maybe you might have to wait a little bit longer past Christmas. But
Yeah.
Oh, and buy Lucy and
Roro and Skewy lotto tickets and
no. What did I call them? Chaos, Mayhem, and Pandemonium. Get
Yeah.
them some lottery tickets too, because you might get lucky. Okay.
Ten of Swords on the bottom, which is what I'm asking about. Am I going to see an obituary that I like? Tarot cards might have a stroke or something, but it's a timing thing, so it might be a few weeks off after Christmas. Christmas wreath on the on the world card.
And I only have one request: if the universe is taking him, do it while he's on TV. In the most painful, horrible way possible. Like I'm talking like a 15-minute stroke where he's like that.
Like to see him like he's in the electric chair.
Yeah.
What you getting, Johnny? I gotta see these crazy cards.
King of Swords there at the podium.
He died
Doing
on-
a Heil Hitler, by the way. You see that?
I'm just saying. There is the Five of Cups, the loser in chief. Pressure and strain with the Nine of Wands. I don't get but not for this Christmas. But if you want to hear the news and wrap it up and save it till next Christmas, then possibly yes.
Listen, let's all manifest for Jen. We love Jen dearly. She's on
A nice Christmas present.
for little Braxy right here. Jenny is Auntie Biscuit. So get out your voodoo dolls and your Cheetos and manifest that shit. Okay. Even if it comes a couple days after New Year's, a week or two after New Year's, we'll take it. Okay. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay. One more petty question. I'm going to do another poll for y'all here too. Wait a minute. Because he won't let it go. So I'm going to ask about it.
They're saying Trump is getting new Alzheimer's medication through IV, the bruising on his hand,
Yeah,
because they're trying to break out the calculus in his brain. I'm surprised they even were able to find his brain. I really am. Because I was just convinced it was just, I don't know, hot air.
We're supposed to get a $2,000 tariff check.
Wait. Is that $2,000 on top of the 10 grand or 15 grand from Doge? Or was it 8 grand? Or did it go down to 5?
It was 8. It was $8,000 because Doge found a bunch of money that was due to us, and we were supposed to get it. And
whoops. Did it go to the ballroom? Where's
I mean, I don't have it.
went to Argentina.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
there you go. There you go. I well, then give me some of my beef then. I would like some delivered to my doorstep, please. Thank you.
For free.
But they won't let it go. Now, mind you, the Fed chair or whoever said $2,000 check, it ain't gonna happen. And speaking of which, lucky girl,
Or as Trump calls him the Fed. As Trump calls him the Fed hair.
Exactly. So to all the MAGA out there, we know you love your dear orange leader and you have so much faith in him. Please hold your breath. Just hold your breath. And just please do us all a favor.
Underwater, if you would.
Hold your breath and wait for that check.
How to drown a MAGA. Put a scratch and sniff at the bottom of the pool, they say.
Oh yeah, the price of beef is unreal. I had Peanut go to Costco. He wanted to go buy a new TV because the one in the bedroom, the app started malfunctioning. I asked him to pick me up steak bites. He got 4 things of steak. It was over $80. The price of beef is through the roof right now, even at Costco. It's insane. Okay, sorry, Johnny.
Well, that was the question. Will we get a $2,000 tariff check? Because he won't let it go. And they keep telling him, yeah, that's not going to happen. And he's like, well, I want it to. Now, mind you, thank you, Edie. Mind you, this is why I got dressed up. Because we went to a diner and ate flavorless food, but it was very fun. Thank you, democracy is free. Absolutely. This would be an awesome thing for him to pull off because MAGA is struggling with affordability right now. If he just gave them a check, they would take it and then run with it and say, look, Donald Trump cares for us again.
And that $2,000, you're going to spend it in less than a month after you get done paying all your rising cost of utilities and all your rising costs of food. And then come next month when you're back to counting pennies and looking in the couch cushions and beating up homeless people for change.
And your health insurance goes up.
Yeah, you can cry. So you better be good at stretching $2,000 for the rest of his presidency.
There you go, hippie. I said yes because I believe in the law of attraction. Yes. Yes, we will get a $2,000 check. But it looks like the no's have it.
Yeah. But unless they change the budget, in the government, this is a no card. They've been spending in secret money on stuff over and over again that we don't even know about. So the money is not there, and they're telling the White House, like, you got to plan that for like 2 years out. The money is not there. Trump's going to go ape shit.
And here's the thing. They're calling it a stimulus check, meaning he's tanking the economy and they're giving you money so that you can go spend it and stimulate a failing economy. It's not a rebate check. It's a, oh shit, I screwed it up check. I'm old enough to remember when Bush did that. When Bush did that.
Well, Trump did that during COVID. Yeah, we got a $1,200 check or something in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta know shortages. Something is missing. Anxiety.
Money's missing.
But that's the start of the read. Shortages, missing, thievery. Okay. Oops, that $2,000 check, we stole it.
It's down in Argentina.
to get support within the public, to get support and trust from the public. You ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. You're not getting it. Look, I would love a $2,000 check because, like that person you put on earlier, I'm willing to manifest it, but I ain't giving him thanks. That money is going to go to pay my groceries and pay my bills in my house. It ain't going to go, oh, thank you, Donald Trump, for being my savior, when you have literally effed me in the butthole with not even a sweet whisper in my ear this whole year. So, no.
The Fool and the Eight of Wands is just a fool talking. But if you would like to send me $2,000, Donald Trump, you go right ahead. I don't care who writes the check. Just send it.
But listen, can we all agree that's a little stingy? 2,000, that's it? While you give Argentina 40 billion and India 2 billion and Israel 80
You
billion?
sent the foreigners billions of dollars. You send us, America first, $2,000?
That's a little stingy. That's I mean, you
Here's
can
what-
send me $1 billion. You can send me $1 billion. I would be over the moon.
Our population of 325 million in the US, probably 175 to 200 million are adults that would qualify, for a check. That's only $400 million. That's a lot less than sending money to Argentina.
Argentina and India, he sent money to India because their healthcare was failing.
Sell that Venezuela gas and give us some money.
He sent money to India because their healthcare was tanking.
I wonder who else is in bad shape.
Meanwhile, we're about to get reamed in the ass with our healthcare, and all we're going to get is $2,000, which, mind you, isn't even going to cover the new rates.
Yeah, we all get a FIFO award in the butt.
And mind you, that money ain't free, because when you get that stimulus check, guess what? That counts as income. You better pay taxes on it. You got to pay taxes on it. So
One day.
maybe here's an idea, you guys. If we all get shirts with the Argentinian flag and the face of the Argentinian president, maybe we can get $40 billion each too.
One day. Mind you, in the words of the House of Lenormand, do not live your life in a way where everybody wishes you were dead.
Because checks the obituary daily.
I mean, Johnny.
Because it's like every day somebody wants you to just die already. Like, this just cannot be a good existence.
But it's just so insane to say that. It's so insane to say, like, it shouldn't need saying. Don't live your life like that where everybody wants to see you dead.
Everybody's, well, he just, ain't he old? It's like, 80 is the new 40. So, but at the same time, it's like you look at him, he's melting in front of us. His brain doesn't work anymore, or somebody put it in backwards. I don't know. He can't walk. He can't stand. He can't dance. He can't,
Oh, he can dance. He can dance.
Yeah, the camel jerk off.
The blowjob dance.
YMCA is his favorite song.
Oh my
Like, it's just, don't live your life in a way where everybody wishes you were dead. You can have haters, but not 300 million of them.
Do you guys remember when we thought George Bush was the face of all evil?
Oh my God.
I want to go back to
this person on the planet.
I want to go back to those days where he was like the worst person ever. This is like this is on a whole other level, dude. It's like the pits of hell opened up,
Oh my
and
God.
the worst came up.
Well, at least when somebody threw something at him, he knew how to dodge and duck.
I mean, yeah, dodge that shoe
Yes.
like a ninja.
Donald Trump got hit by a mosquito and was like, oh my God. Fall. And then wore always with wings on his head for 2 months. It's like, if you don't get out of my face.
Wouldn't that be funny if the reporters and stuff, because they're starting to stand up to him a little more in these stupid press conferences where he's calling them stupid. Wouldn't it be funny if they all just start throwing shoes at him?
Lord have mercy.
It would be hilarious.
Make them Nikes. Make them Nikes. Okay, well, that's all I got for this week. We will be on Jen's channel next week.
Checking the obituaries again.
And as I say every single week, do not go to bed with politics in your system. Go watch something funny. Go watch a cat video, whatever the case may be.
Get
Go
enough
do
on the
something.
shelf.
Just wash it out a little bit.
Get an elf on the shelf, stab it, run it over, set it on fire.
And bear in mind, too, things are horrible, but he will not outlast us.
He can't live forever.
Resist. And until then, you can have some of those. We're not getting a check. If we get a check, then everybody loves
Yeah,
Ryan.
show us his mouth. Tell me that.
We're not doing okay. We're
The
leaving.
Trump mouth.
Bye.